My name is Paul Wangari, a counseling psychologist, an author, and a passionate mentor to the young people. I have a question for you. Does being born and raised in a poor family deny you a chance to excel in life? Well, picture this. I was born by a single mother who was very poor as I was growing up. In fact, there are three things I noted when I was 9 years old. One, I never had a father. Number two, my mother was very poor. She used to do manual jobs for us to be able to survive and to live. And the third thing I noted about my family is that my mother was poor. She lived with her mother in a very small muddy house, Kanyumba Kamatope. That's where I found myself. That's where I was born at, and together with my sister. When I was only 9 years old, I realized that my mother was sick. She spent most of her time in bed. She used to suffer from asthma, something which she never realized that perhaps one day it will come and kill her. But unfortunately, at the age of 9, my mother died, leaving me in the house of my grandmother with my sister. My grandmother was very old. She was the one not to provide for us after the death of my mother. Unfortunately, 2 years later, my grandmother died, leaving me at the age of 11 and my sister at the age of 4 to provide for ourselves. I normally say there is no family without issues. Now, my family was not exceptional because my uncles saw it was better for us to go to a children's home. And that's how we found ourselves in a children's home. The children's home was a heaven on earth for us. And as I speak to students across the country in schools and colleges, I always tell them this, that you have no excuse why you cannot become more. That you have no reason why you cannot give your best to become something important in life, because no excuse is justifiable. In the children's home, I ate 3 meals in a day for the first time. I slept on a bed with a mattress, with a bed sheet, a duvet, and even a pillow for the first time. I had never seen a pillow in my life. And as I talk to young people, I always tell them that. And they think it's a joke and they laugh. They laugh. But that is the case. And now in the children's home, we went back to school. And I realized if I work hard in school, perhaps my life will change and I could have a better life in future. But let me tell you this, that so many young people today have very bright destinies, but the enemy is on the lookout. He doesn't want them to become successful so that they don't lift their family and themselves from the challenges that they're going through. That's what happened for me, because after 3 years, the home collapsed and I found myself kicked out. I had nowhere to go. I couldn't go back to where I come from, because even the small muddy house that my grandmother left for us was actually demolished by my uncles. I couldn't have nowhere to go. So for 1.5 years, I became a street boy in Nikatao. It took the intervention of one lady who was a lecturer at Nika Technical, who came and rescued me and gave me another chance for me to be able to attain education. And when I went to school, I actually had determination of the will to ensure that I worked so hard for me to be able to become something in life. Let me tell you this, I broke a record in my family. I became the first child to finish class 8. Now, when I was in class 8, then I realized that if I got a chance to go to high school, perhaps my life would completely change. And the poverty that I went through, I will never face it in life. So when I was in high school, I worked extremely hard, and by God's grace, I was able to pass. I broke another record. I became the first person in my entire family to go to high school and also to proceed to the university. I am because of education. And I'm reminded the words of Barack Obama, who said that in the 21st century, the best anti-poverty program is education. And this has been my message for the last 7 years, speaking to students across the country, that education can rescue them from a hard life. It rescued me. Were it not for education, I could be the person I am today. Today, I am an author. I am the CEO of Shaping Destinies Consultancy, where we impact lives and empower the youth. I want to encourage every young person out there that this chance you have been given, the best inheritance you can get from your parents, it is not material things, but the education that you're getting. Work hard. Make sure that you become the best that you can be in your studies for you to be able to have a good life. Because education will open so many doors for you that nothing else can be able to offer you. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
Why You Marry Wrong is a book tailor-made to help you build a happy, fulfilling, and working relationship or marriage. It discusses 30 reasons that lead people into wrong marriages. If you find your reason for marriage is among the discussed reasons, it is better you re-evaluate your commitment to that relationship. My name is Paul Wangari. If you'd like a copy of my new book, Why You Marry Wrong, call this number 0715 629877. Also available at Nuriam online bookstore. It is my prayer that this book will help you to build fulfilling and happy marriages.